fucking AI girlfriend without me, I'm gonna be a little bit pissed off. I'm gonna do, look, I get it, man, I don't know, you can get on a fucking drive spell or whatever, I don't know. But we're not about to be trying to raise up the fucking AI girlfriend. Let's go ahead and show ourselves out. I just don't get it, man. Like, where in the fuck is this going? I don't know. Like, as a fan, I don't even understand. Like, I think it's fucking corny and, like, lonely or whatever. I don't know, man. But, like, they're down bad enough to get paid. That's fucking crazy, man. Like, I thought it was bad enough that people were using ChatGPT to fucking give them relationship advice and shit. I thought that was cringe enough. I thought that was just like, what the fuck are you doing? But at this point, dude, like, I don't even know if there's an excuse or a defense for it, man. Like, the Forever Voices team trained the Karen AI model by analyzing 2,000 hours of Marjorie's downloaded YouTube content to deliver speech and personality digit. It introduces the ordinary first-life version of Marjorie, providing not just readable responses, but interaction that are based on extensive data set of Karen's own natural behavior and also creating chat modules. Karen AI's official site stresses that messages are end-to-end encrypted, making them more difficult for third-party to intercept. This also addresses the concerns of many users about privacy when interacting with AI models. I mean, dude, like I said, I can't really do something like this, man. Like, I mean, she obviously put in the work to make that, like, 2,000 hours of all this YouTube content. It's insane to think, man. Like, even with me, bro, if I really wanted to, you guys would never even possibly know. Like, if the AI was actually that good, like, if it was really handcrafted that good, I could just upload my whole YouTube catalog one day and just have a fucking AI talk to y'all. What if no one ever knew? What if I've been doing that for literally months at this point? You would never know. The possibilities are endless. I mean, think about it. I was doing the Donald Trump, Joe Biden, like, president videos, and it sounded like them. There's so much content of mine, and that's exactly how you train the AI. You really would never know. You really would never know. You really would never know. Now, thankfully, they did clear up one of the, I would say, biggest I had as a potential customer of the AI. At least the messages are end-to-end encrypted, making them more difficult for a third party to intercept. So when you tell your AI girlfriend you're trying to have it better than Katrina, thankfully nobody's going to hack into your conversation and pull up all your fucking chat logs and meetings. So for all y'all out there watching this video, man, that are ready to get creepy with the fucking AI bot, bro, listen up. I don't know what to say to you, especially considering your father never said anything to you that needed to be said. So all I gotta say is, man, at least keep your employees themselves. I don't know, like, hopefully, I don't know how you can enjoy spending $60 an hour to have a fucking AI girlfriend, but I guess people are, because, I mean, shit. Anyway, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around the channel. Follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubDoc. Make sure to check out the shop links down below. Thank you to my Watch Options subscribers.
Solves 3 issues with 1 answer. I recommend new sensitized sensitivity gum and enamel.
Can we please have a little bit of trust at this point? I mean, of all the places in this expansive galaxy, this isn't the most comfortable location for me to be in. Besides, I'm not Fulgrim.
So you're telling me that succulent food, a luxurious atmosphere, and natural beds are less comfortable than the realm that is literally a collective seizure?
If you had more mental capacity than a box of Grox manure, maybe you too would appreciate its own unique majesty.
This assumes that I'm insane enough to want to. Nevertheless, you just being here is a sign of trust, my lord, is it not?
Perhaps. why are you still here?
Well, okay, tell me, what are you actually doing? Don't mistake my question for curiosity, I'm mostly just concerned.
Research, observation, experimentation, calming my nerves, listening to the whispers of the warp, passing the time of day, and so on. Albeit it's pretty damn hard to get a good focus in this place with father around. Finding any warp traffic to spy on, which isn't tinted gold and full of pent-up frustration, is like trying to remove a demonic incursion from your rectum.
No, I moved my nurse away from my chambers and like burger on the head.
Ow! Ow! Stop that!
So what?
Stop dazzling me with your ignorance! Your shiny, half-baked head is burning through my retina like an acid made of stupid... Ah! Seriously, though, have you still not got that this heresy expression you speak of is just your Imperium's excuse to put a giant bolt into the head of anyone who goes against you? The Imperium is like a child in a my dad is better than your dad argument that received the right to kill anyone that attempts to argue back, you witless dildoties.
Well, if you didn't make everything so, I don't know, diabolical, creepy, and straight up evil, maybe you wouldn't be such easy targets for both propaganda and a bombshell beforehand. I mean, you're not doing yourselves any favors by wearing the skin of your enemies, for example.
For your information, I have never worn the skin of my enemies. Do I look like a Necron Flayer to you?
The Necrons and 12,000 Suns do have pretty similar motives nowadays.
Yes, we've already sent the cease and desist order. They're just being ferocious plasteel dicks about it.
Regardless, you still look like you woke up on the wrong side of the Iron Tower.
I do see where you're coming from. All the decapitated heads and giant spikes do make it look like we're compensating for one thing or another. Like that could be some parents. But to be fair, given your Imperium's alarming obsession with skulls, I'd say you have some issues of your own. Nevertheless, did you only come here to watch over my shoulder, or did you have some other reason?
Well, I actually want to
Well, go ahead. I'm quite difficult.
I'm wondering. I served my Emperor for somewhere around 11,000 years or so. I don't really keep track of him. And even though he's my, our father, I don't actually know all that much about it besides what I've seen with my own eyes.
Isn't that enough?
Of course it is. After fighting this side and hearing his dreams for humanity, no sane man could not appreciate his majesty or wisdom and might.
Directly calling me insane now.
Truly, he is the one only worthy leader of mankind. But where did he come from? Pretty out there, and so he just, I don't know, call out the gold, was it? And then not as a man, of course, sure, so it's glorious, was it the well man?
Oh, hungering for some crisp, luscious knowledge, are we? How fascinating. I thought you companions were especially trained to act as completely uninteresting impersonal automatons.
Well, to control many of his lives on by, most of his mind was best to imagine the case of form of rationality. Actually, I'm the one such evidence, or someone.
I did this! Want to go take a swim of the medium pool with us? Oh, I'll see that way!
I was going to say, I still follow the Emperor right to the Iron Terror if you want it. I live for him, I follow his every word, I never deny him, and I would happily give my life. But, well, there's the thing. I happily give my life.
Implying that you can actually be happy, which also implies the fact that you have thoughts and feelings of your own, which subsequently implies you aren't an incredibly stale person whose personal interest can be summed in the words standing around.
There's also more of the reason why I was meant to free after the many years of isolation and occasional burning. Trying to repair my one that and not batshit insane.
And I suppose that's also part of the reason why you're still wearing your armor after all this time.
Yeah! Or, well, not all the time.
Oh?
I went through a phase. Can't say I'm particularly proud of it. That's why I lost really much of the imagination,
Anyway, as you were asking.
Yes. The subject. Okay, I know he's been around pretty much as long as Apple's past, and Apple's basically died with us for that, but he made humanity consider Rosie's gone from our species. And if he made us, what made him? And if he didn't make us, what made us?
The oldest question in human history. What are our origins? Sadly, I'm of little help to you in that field. I'm too busy comprehending the material. Superhero comics.
Really? He never tell you himself. He didn't very possible. Not capable about it or something.
Actually, he never told me much about his own past or humanity's origins. Perhaps he didn't want us to know, since he's always been so exasperatingly introverted about things like teaching. That, or it's because I never really asked. May have been the latter, all things considered. And no, I don't have an old book lying about that specifically tells us where we all came from. Only my neurotic brother Lorgar would have the talent to write a fictive suicide of that caliber. Besides, even if I had a book like that, all the exotic demon tomes and screaming faces and Duel signs lying about would probably just make it look severely unappealing in comparison.
I suspected as much. And when I was looking for all the tomes and slips in the palace's libraries, all the data stored in archives, ancient texts and journals, I didn't work out and travel photos was very safe, but I couldn't find anything about trying or get for a copy of character as well.
If you are that curious, why not just ask Father himself?
Yeah, I don't know. Multiple reasons. His mind is so splendid that remembering such ancient knowledge might make him flee his skull across the room like a bowling ball. That I'm much unsure if he actually wanted to tell me. I mean, if he had told you, I would tell me.
Well, he does seem to like you, despite him being grumpiness incarnate. He relies on you to listen to his boundless complaints and to inform him about, to quote, stupid shit. I'd even say he trusts you. He certainly trusts you more than he trusts me or any of his other sons for that matter. Actually, are you sure you're not his wife or something?
No, of course not, but... Wait. Really? You think so?
Indeed, stepmother.
First of all, quite. Second of all, I think you might be right.
I'm really wrong.
So I might just go and ask you then.
You do that.
Actually, don't you want to come too?
Nah, I'm gonna practice for that talent show that I heard is coming up next Thursday. You say they're batshit insane.